Good morning, everyone. Here we are, back in game with a long list of things to do today. One of those things to do is to get rid of this whole thing. I don't have any picks. That's terrible. Wait. It's got 31 left in it. That's something. So yes, I do have quite a lot of things to do. I actually was really good and I filled out my Trello page and wrote down all the stuff I needed to do. And I am so happy I did because I didn't have a clue what I needed to do today. And I slept in, not realizing that I was sleeping in because today, that's not where we want to go. Today I take Mom to the doctor. So it means that I don't have a longer stream. I don't have my normal stream time. So I planned on starting earlier, which sounds like a great idea. Do I have maybe in here? No, I don't. Well, that kind of bites. And now that I put this down, I have to be careful because if I don't have enough pick, I can't pick it back up again. Oh, it's yellow or white I want to put down. White is almost full. Now white is full. Although I do need dirt. So let's take that one. Fill that up with that. And down here I can put some dirt in. Not sure where this pick came from, but we need to make some more. And get this filled in there. You come with me. Thank you. Let's head over here and fill in this dirt. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Well, there's lots down here. Some dirt we can fill in. So I'll do that. But essentially today's going to be a lot of just cleaning up so we can prepare to build. Almost bumped my head on that one. There we go. I just inhaled my eggs, and normally I eat my eggs at this hour, but I don't stream at this hour. So this is a little weird for my stomach right now. It's not pleased that I am streaming having just eaten. It's like, no, 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 no. You're supposed to take a few moments to digest and contemplate what you're doing. Give your anxiety time to really kick in. What the? To really kick in. So yeah, just a little nauseous. There is a lot of ground here to be done. I am definitely going to need to pick up more of this dirt. And since I have a reasonably good shovel still, I am going to take down more dirt. Oh, it just turned as soon as I put it there. That's kind of nice. Am I going to fall off the mountain? No, I am not. All right, then we'll just keep going this way. And across this way. There we go. So we have to get the mountain here fixed. Obviously, there are some issues right here. And then... do we want to be able to come up the mountain there? I don't know. That's not a decision I have to make now. My job now is just to get this whole thing flat. That's it. Or at least everything needs to be at the same height. And that height is 79. Why did I pick such an odd number? I have no idea. It was a random number that got picked. And I kind of stuck with it because I went, this looks like a good height. And that was it. We were stuck at 79 and yeah. I made some kind of a weird commitment with this number. And that is where we are. We kind of have to suck it up now. Oh no, we're out of dirt. Okay. Let's take the dirt and give up the cobble. And, oh. That works. Okay. There. Decided to leave a ring around here. And this hole because there's a window. Which is a stupid place for a window, I'm sorry, but it really is. But at the time, I didn't realize it was a stupid place for a window. I thought it was a good place for a window. What do I know? Also don't know why I'm chopping down this side when I have all of up here still to do. Like, it doesn't make any sense other than I get more satisfaction out of doing the other section. Maybe because it's all dirt, there isn't really any cobble in it, so I don't know. See, look at all this, all the stone in here. So I definitely can get all the dirt out of here. But when we checked our pick, it had all of 31 left on it, so there's no chance we're going to be able to take all of this down with just 31. Alright, let's pick up some of these, throw down the bed, have a nap. And a sip of tea. Good morning, world. And extra dirt. Let's pick up our bed, because, well, as you know, I like to forget to do that. And then we run into trouble. There we go. So, I haven't streamed a whole lot in the last few days. I have what's called sciatica. Now, that is literally a pain in the butt. There is a nerve in your back that runs down your butt, down your legs, all the way through to your ankles. Longest nerve in your body. And mine is slightly pinched, which means that I end up with pain all the way down my butt, right through to my ankles. And so on a continual basis, one of my ankles feels like it's broken all the time. And it's kind of harsh. I've had treatment done. I have the chiropractor. I've had... Oh, I kind of knew that was coming. Don't quite know what to do about it, though. I don't actually have a way up. Guess we're gonna fill this in. At least now that one can go there. Anyway, so I have a literal pain in my butt. And I go to the chiropractor. Once it gets really bad, she loosens up the muscles and gets the joints moving again because it hurts. You don't move as much. And you lose some of the flexibility and you start walking kind of like a penguin. So I'm at the penguin stage, but I am trying to find ways, like alternate ways of doing things, because it doesn't help when I go to the chiropractor because she's just treating the after. I'm trying to find preventative stuff. So I have a special cushion that I sit on. I'm trying to work on my posture a little better, but there isn't a lot I can do, it seems. And it's very frustrating because you're in constant pain. It makes my temperament really bad because, again, if you're in a lot of pain, you don't have a lot of patience for a lot of things that you would normally be like, meh, whatever. Yeah, no, I'm like, no, whatever. You're blah, 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 blah. I hurt. If somebody is taking, 3 minutes to come up with something, you're like, what's taking so long? Because, you just don't want to sit and wait any longer because it just hurts so much to do that. So I've also been missing a lot of church, which is hard on me because that is where I find my peace. But I can't sit through a church service because I can't sit that long. And so I have been missing streams simply for the fact that I actually can't sit through my own streams. I just physically can't do it. So I am still trying. I really am. It's difficult. I've been told different ways that I can do stuff. I had a wonderful woman tell me that she uses a rocking chair for hers. And I do know that I used to have what I called a glider, which is a rocking chair that doesn't tip back and forth. It goes front to back. It glides. And I remember while I had that, I don't remember ever really hurting. So I think her advice is good, but where am I going to get a rocking chair? And I don't have room for one in my room. I barely have room for anything in here. So I need to go and figure out some kind of way to do that. Now, Mom does have, out in the living room, a lazy boy, which rocks. But she has so many pillows and stuff all crammed into it for her back that I'm like, no, I don't want to sit in there because I can't sit in there to start with all of her stuff messed in there. And I don't want to unpeel all of her stuff. Like, you know, when you have your stuff set up just right, you get kind of annoyed when other people are like, let me here, rearrange it for myself. And I don't want to do that. Because again, she's also in quite a bit of pain. So it has been very trying times, to put it nicely, for the both of us, right, lately. I've been in pain and having to kind of suck it up and not say anything because Mom's had her surgery and she's in pain and she's trying to suck it up as best as she can and not take it out on us, but it is not going well for either of us. Essentially, I have been fired by Mom as one of her primary people in the sense of day-to-day care. But since doing that, she has actually started doing more for herself. So I guess it was a good thing that was a horrible person. That sounds so bad. All right, let's go get more. Oh, that made my head spin. Is there any place I can go down here safely? Yeah, so I guess it was a good thing that I was kind of fired from that. Because now she does more. She does so much more for herself. She gets up in the night now to go to the bathroom, so it means Dad actually gets more sleep. Although I doubt it because I think he still hears her. So at least he doesn't have to get up, though, which is a good thing. That was one thing I was grateful for. I was not on night duty. Yeah. I know she's still frustrated at her limitations. I think she is enjoying secretly the fact that I'm cooking every day. So that she doesn't have to. And I think she really enjoys the fact that she's teaching me. So things like I made my very first pot roast yesterday. And it turned out okay. Not great, but it turned out okay. And I'm very proud of it. Made a pot roast. I've never cooked a big chunk of beef or anything, actually. I've cooked chicken. I have made a chicken and I have made a turkey. But to me, that's different because they're hollow. Therefore, they're not a big chunk of something. And I know that doesn't make a lot of logical sense, but it does to me. I've also cooked pheasant, I think it was. Pretty sure it was pheasant we had. I've cooked that, which is pretty cool for me. But I've never cooked a chunk of beef or a chunk of, what else is there? Or a chunk of pork. I'm actually terrified of cooking pork altogether. I don't even cook bacon. Like I don't do it. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I can go without bacon. And I really can. I mean, I I'm not saying I don't eat bacon. I'm saying that I don't see a reason that I need to. Because if I have to cook it, then that's a good reason not to have it. Because I don't know how to cook it. So yeah, I'm like, I'll pass. I will totally pass. But last night I cooked beef. With the idea that we were going to have beef sandwiches on Wednesday. And I have every intention of doing that. Hot roast beef sandwiches. I do prefer hot turkey sandwiches, though, or hot chicken sandwiches. But we don't have any leftover turkey or chicken to work with. So I'm out of luck. We just have beef. Oh, this is the wrong one. Ooh, but I do have another pick in there. All right. And white one. Oh, it has more dirt in it. I thought I took all the dirt out, but I guess no. And now I can take all the dirt out. Hello, dirt. And back over here. Where's this row? Down here? Yep. There we go. Anything in here? There are a lot of picks in there. I don't remember why there's a lot of picks in there. I just know it was very important to put the picks in there, so I put the picks in there. Not really one to argue with myself. I tend not to win that argument very often. All right, so in here, how does the dump chest look? It looks like it's full of dirt. Good Lord. Now it's going to be full of all of this stuff. This is all from the other area where we were. Okay, so some of this goes in here. That plus that go in here. That goes in here. The saddle goes in here along with the leads. And that does not. I'm wondering, did I figure out where the other box is? Yes, I did figure that out. Okay, we're good. The boat actually should go in here too. Hello, boat. We'll put you down here. Add a little more dirt. That goes in there. There's no point in putting that one in the other chest when it goes right in here. Kind of a given. And then you and you and you and you go in there. And you go here. I don't know if this one's repairable. It's an unbreaking one. I don't know if I care if it's repairable. And that's a fortune mending, so that actually should go up there. So, question of the day. Do we have any tools? We do. In the white shulker box, though, I'm actually going to put the dirt, because we don't need it yet. Goodbye, dirt. Okay, and... No, you go up here. Actually, we'll just fill in this whole area with picks. There we go. And shovels. We have 2. All right. Better than nothing. What are you? You're an unbreaking efficiency. You are going to peel through stuff so fast it's going to be scary. You are also scary. You are just a diamond shovel. We'll take you, Mr. Silk Touch. That's a no. Just Mr. Justa. Mr. Justa. Let's close that. Throw down a bed. And back up we go. So I have been following along with as many updates as I can. They just introduced in the latest update, like the patch stuff, for a... I hear them. I just don't know where they are. And I hear them here on a regular basis. So we're going to have to dig down. But I'm not prepared to do that right now because I am flattening up here. All of this will need to be filled in with the dirt we just put away. This weird hole will need to be filled in. Stuff like that needs to happen. Like, these are weird little holes. And I plan on building villages up here. And I can't have these weird little holes everywhere. I do plan to have a bridge over this because there isn't a lot I can do about that. And possibly run a river right through it because, I mean, there is a little bit of water here. And if I... Sorry about that. My voice is going cutting out. I should be able to connect this body of water with this body of water and make a river. And then have a bridge way over top. And then this body of water can connect through there to the main body of water. And we can have ourselves a lovely body of water. But first, this has got to go. Goodbye, efficiency pick. You have been a good pick. I haven't had you very long. I found it in a chest somewhere. So, like, where did you come from? And there you go. See, it didn't seem very much faster than what I already had. But I am going to get rid of all of this, and we're going to do this today. I am determined to have this mountaintop done. Then, yeah, today's not going to be a terribly interesting stream. So, we have a lot of chores we need to do. And just like at home when you have to do chores like laundry and stuff, that's not particularly interesting, but it has to get done. I think we're going to go and do some farming. So we do need things like blaze rods. So that means making more fire resist potions. And to do that, oh, hello world. We're going to need to take on some slimes. So we may have to go sit out in the swamp and work from there. I do know that one of our levels is actually in a slime chunk. I do know there also used to be a program of some sort that you could use that you put your seed into and it would tell you where your slime chunks were. And you just had to go to that chunk and set it up. But I don't know if those still exist or if it's random or if you just build it in a swamp it'll be fine or... This is stuff I just don't know. Yeah. Oop. We're getting close to the other side. Yay. Oop. And 2 emails. We have arrived to the other side. So we've chopped this down into a smaller chunk. I was like, there's something moving over there. And there is. It's a wolf. This is not interesting at all. Taking this down. And the thing is, I've been working on this for days as well. Not as much as I normally would. I have been finding that Warframe, they have a new thing that they're implementing. It's called the Wolf of Saturn 6. And it has turned Warframe from being a chore, or being a game into a chore. I used to enjoy streaming it every Thursday, and that was all the content I really needed to do. Like, if I didn't go on any other day than that one day a week, it didn't matter. It does now. They have a system in place where there are weekly goals that you need to meet, and you need to complete at least 60% of them to be able to get, certain values. Like, certain things have certain values, like 5,000, 3,000, or 1,000. And if you don't complete those things, then you don't get the prizes associated with it because you have to move up the ranks. And 10,000, every 10,000 moves you up a rank. Now, this doesn't sound too bad, except for that there are only a certain number of weeks left in it. And once it is, everything's gone. So all of the stuff that you've earned, all these credits and stuff that you've earned are just wiped out. And I'm like, that's not okay. On top of that, your every 10,000 type things that you have get significantly better as you get higher up. I am on, I think, level 17 now on it, and it goes all the way out to 30. So I apparently am ahead of schedule because I keep aiming for as close to 100% as possible because I know there are some weeks I am not going to make 60%. And it sucks. It really does. So I have been forced, on days I would normally do research, I am forced to play Warframe. And I'm not happy about that. I don't want to have to. And my goals in the game are not part of these goals in the game. I want to collect all the weapons in the game. I want to collect all the Warframes in the game. I want to collect all the stuff in the game. And what they've done is they've locked some of that stuff now behind these wolf barriers, as I'm calling them. So if I don't get those things, I can't get what I need. There are 2 weapons specifically that I did not have, and they're only available now through this. And I'm like, what? This is not okay. One of the building materials, one of the essential building materials to make things is locked in here now too. And I'm like, okay. And I used to, for fun, I've been collecting helmets. And so they're cosmetics. There's no advantage in the game whatsoever for it, but the only way you can get them now is again through this. Well, if I want to collect all the helmets, because I'm at like halfway through the entire list of helmets, I have to get these wolf credits to be able to get these helmets. And it's painful. So things like last night, Techback was streaming because he couldn't stream on Saturday. He was doing the Twitch Atlanta meetup. I had to be in his stream because I needed to catch up and finish the stuff on there. And one of the ones that it needed me to do, I couldn't do. I was complete dead weight in it. And he couldn't do it either. So we missed out on 5,000 credits because it was too hard. Then we did a few of the day changed over, which wipes out everything from that week, which in a way is a good thing, in a way it's a bad thing. The good thing is that we only had that one that we missed out on. Now we had a full new set to do, and we have a week to do it in. So we did a few things with that account, and then his stream ended. Once his stream was over, we went into his other account. He has an MR27. And we went into his MR27, and together we did a lot of material that he needs to do as an MR27. Yeah, he's doing these wolf things in 2 accounts. Not just one, but he has to run it twice. Now, with his MR27, it's easy because that's the highest rank you can be. I'm an MR16. I'm no slouch, but I can't do some of the things that they want me to do. Like, I just don't know how to do it. So I'm kind of stuck. Anyway, so he and I knocked out a whole bunch of them on that account so that I have a head start. And then when he streams on Wednesday, he can do all of those and he can do other ones that I can't do. And then on Thursday, we'll do stuff together so that we both do it on his free-to-play account. And then, again, like that time after the stream, we can possibly spit out some more. Or on Friday during date night, and yeah, we actually spend date night doing Warframe homework so that I can get them done. He has 3 streams, so it works out, I think he said about 20 hours a week he has. No, can't be 20. I think it's about 20. Definitely over 12 hours to do these things in. I have 3. And so it's like, yeah, no, I cannot pull this off. So I'm having to do it in my free time. This was a game I wanted to play on Thursdays because he likes it and it would be fun. At one point, it turned into every Wednesday I don't have brownies, every Thursday when we stream, and part of Friday, and every Saturday when he streamed. And I'm like, I don't even like this game. Like, why am I playing this so much? I want to go back to playing games I actually like. So it was kind of rough on me, and it still is. But this one we did get quite a few done, and I am content with what we got done. Some of the content in this week's list I can actually do. Now, I am capable as an MR16 to do these things. Like, I have the equipment, I have the frames, I have all of that. I just don't have the confidence to go with it. And that is a problem, because if you don't really believe in yourself doing this, it will show, and you won't do well. And hence, I don't do well. So I am like, no, I need help. And so TACPAC comes with me. And we do better that way. Hang on. Let me move this. And move this. There we go. Okay. Hello, welcome, Celtic. I'm sitting here griping about Warframe again. Today has not been your day. Today has not been very long of a day. So it still has lots of potential. Unless the house burns down. Then I don't know how much potential a day can have at that point. Well, I guess it still can, but it's not very, not good potential. But, oh dear. Did you stay up late? You woke up mad. I can empathize with that, and TACPAC can empathize with that also. He has had me wake up mad and he doesn't know what he did. Mad at someone or just mad at the world? You went to Earth? Huh. I know I went to bed quite late last night because I was trying to get the stupid Warframe stuff done. And that is probably the most anxiety-inducing game I know of. Ah! Bananas. Mad at someone and the world. Oh dear. Did the someone actually do what you're mad at them for? Because that's one thing I have a problem with. They wake up mad at somebody and they didn't actually do anything. I've woken up livid at TACPAC and won't speak to him. And it turned out it was just a dream. I can't say I've woken up to hear back about his page. Yes, he did. I actually got an email from him, or a message from him, like in the middle of the night. He has it back. And we were in it. actually. He got it back in time on Friday. So that they wrote back to him, and Thursday night we found out at like, I don't know, 1 or 2 in the morning. It was like some ridiculous hour. I'm like, people, do you not sleep? So yes, he got it back. The problem was that the auto testing thing, it triggered on the fact that his internet was doing weird stuff, like the connection was coming and going and slowing and speeding up and doing weird things. So it thought that he had some kind of a weird program going on in the background. And so they figured it was that, and they sent him a message saying, check your virus scanner, check this, check that. There's something weird happening with your account. We know that it's not intentional because you wrote to us. But you might want to check out and see what's wrong with your computer. And so that's how we figured out it was his internet that was causing a false positive. So that was good. His internet is also now better, which is awesome. I'm going to put a pick in here just for the sake of making sure I can pick those back up. So yeah, they clicked on it. It was a false positive. They've noted it. The one problem is that if he gets another positive like that, they may not be as forgiving. I mean, yes, this was because of his internet and the stuff that's messed up with it, but if it happens again, it kind of says, well, maybe it wasn't. So he's got that kind of hanging over his head. They believe him now, but they may pull the fool me once type of thing. But his internet seems to be fine. He could probably explain it better, but I'm going to paraphrase what he told everybody last night. That the Comcast guy told him to go in and go get the Comcast modem in the morning and set it up and see if it works with this new modem on. And he did one better. He went that night and did it. And it didn't work any better. So he's just like, nope, still not working. Next morning he gets up. Suddenly, it works. So he thinks what happened is the Comcast guy got up in the morning, did what needed to be done to fix it, making him think that he needed to use the Comcast modem because suddenly it works when he uses the Comcast modem and not his own. But because he tested it that night and he didn't know that he was going to test it that night, TACBack knows that it's not because of the Comcast modem. So he put his modem back in and there's no problems. So yeah, it's a nice little attempt at a sort of scam, but at least it works, so he's happy now. So I don't know if that tech knew, but he now has the phone number of Greg, a supervisor at Comcast. His direct phone number to his work cell phone. So if he has any other problems, he can call, which is pretty awesome. And they had some long, beautiful conversations about tech stuff. So, but because he did try to pull this, I think he has burned a little bit of his trust with TACBack. So I don't know how that'll go. But internet is working fine. He streamed last night. Yeah, all is good. And he went to the Atlanta meetup. And they booked the room with the idea that 40 people would be there. That's what they were thinking. They got the stuff from Twitch because they're an official Twitch meetup group. It's supposed to be about 40 people. Now, that's a pretty good turnout. I went to an Atlanta meetup. We had about 40 people there. Yeah, 120 showed up. Yeah, that is the capacity of the room. So once staff starts coming in to bring food and things, they're over fire code. So yeah, 120. He promoted the bejeebers out of this thing. Like, really promoted it hardcore. It was everywhere. My Discords were going crazy and everything. And he was saying, you know what? Anybody who is in Atlanta or part of the Atlanta group or anywhere in Atlanta, and wasn't that interested before because the group was kind of inactive, then give them a call. Tell them, hey, come try this out. Things have changed. So it's kind of nice. And I am part of it, despite the fact that I do live here in Canada, because I am going to be a future Atlantean. So I am part of that meetup group, which is weird because I'm not even part of the Toronto one. I have a really good friend of mine who is part of it, and he is trying his best to get me to come out. But their location is not parking friendly. And taking public transit through the city is a nightmare for me. Now, I do say I'm from Toronto. I was born there and did spend my first 2 years there, but I live in what would be considered the suburbs of Toronto. I'm in the greater Toronto area. So I am not really into going into the city and taking public transit. I grew up with cars. Like, you can't live out here and not drive. Everybody drives. So the idea of being somewhere that doesn't have parking, I'm like, what are you people? Like heathens or something? Like, what on earth is going on? I'm like, I can't do it. I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to function in public transit. I was like, no. When you guys have it somewhere that civilized people would be, then I will happily come out. But until then, no. It's what? Move, dog. I have to sleep. There we go. What is today's project? Today's project is taking the rest of this mountain down because it needs to come down. It has been bothering me, and as I was actually talking about what set my whole Warframe rant off was the fact that it would have been done if I didn't have to do all these stupid Warframe projects just to keep up with the basics of Warframe. And I hate that. I don't want to be forced into playing a game when I don't want to, because I'd rather be playing Minecraft and listening to music, which I've been doing a lot more of lately, which is awesome. I have gotten back into my music, which I have missed, actually. But today we are going to take down this bit of mountain. It's gotta go. It's just gotta go. And I think that flattens out everything. And then I do have a whole Trello list of things to do. I was really good about that. I took some time out this week, I think, or no, last week sometime, or possibly the week before, and figured out a couple weeks of projects that I needed to do. And then they get checked off as we go. I do have to go and start on the wither farm. I am avoiding that because that is a working in the nether amongst potentially withers. That's not fun. So I have to get the wither farm started. I have to go into the end and get some more end stone because I need quite a bit more of that. I need to farm some more blaze rods because we need blaze rods. I need the blaze rods because I need to farm some slimes. So we have to go to the swamp and we got to farm some slimes. So I can make magma cream, which then we put into our fire resist potions, which will make it easier to build in the nether. I used a lot of them when I was building my nether tunnels. I've gone cleaned out, at least I think so, everything that needed to be cleaned out of the ice farm. There isn't any more random stuff there, which is good. So that makes me happy. I need to figure out how to get the skelly horses. I really do. I am not in the right biome for them. So I don't know what biome is better for them. I've never had to look for them. My understanding is they're supposed to be in the plains because that's where the horses are, and then the horses get struck by lightning, and we have scaly horses. Like, that makes sense. But that's not how it works. I know that Tackback and I were exploring the Baconator server. That's something else I want to go back doing. I want to get back on that server. I need to finish my tour with rocks. So I have left my actual character at her place so that we can continue with that. But I haven't seen her here lately. So I haven't been able to set up a time. Not to mention, I am so busy. Yeah. It's a little crazy. I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy streaming. I do not enjoy having to make this a job. But I kind of have to if I want to move. I have another source of income in Canada. But once I move out of Canada, I can't take that income with me. It stays here. So I need to have some kind of income that is transferable into the United States so that I am, first, not a burden on the entire country, and second, that I am not a burden on Tackback. Because if I don't have my own income, I'm going to be totally dependent on his income. And his income supports him really well, but it won't support both of us. Like, it's currently not enough. So it is a fun job, but it is a lot of work. Promoting stuff and getting viewers out. I actually have a business meeting on Tuesday with Tackback in which we have to go through and figure out, how do we increase viewership? How do we get my name out there more? The problem is the type of games I play. I play indie games that are in alpha or beta. They're unreleased games. And that's what I play. If I don't play that, I play something like Minecraft, which is fairly saturated. There aren't a lot of viewers to go around for Minecraft. And as much as I love doing stuff in here and building, I don't think that there are any streamers who do anything that is truly original in Minecraft. There isn't any original content at this point. The game has been out way too long. You can do some fantastic builds, you can do that, but it's still just smashing blocks. My time at Porsche, I am finishing this week. There is literally no more content now that they've released the game. That was actually one of my biggest ones. Stardew Valley, also one of my biggest ones. Again, no new content. So I am done with those games. But there's a lot of people who are just starting them because they've been released. So I've built an audience, and now that audience is moving to them. It's like, I am not starting my time at Porsche again. Like, I don't want to do that. I have heard, actually, that if you sit down and do a marathon mission, like a marathon session, you can finish all of my time at Porsche, the entire game from beginning to end, in a single day. That took me over a year to do. Over a year. The thing is, it depends on what I'm temp working at. And that's what I have to find out. So, yeah, I'm a few years away. I'm looking at probably coming in under marriage. Like, get married and then do it that way. Until then, I would have to keep coming through as a visitor. and have to keep leaving according to the laws, which would be kind of a pain and not very fun. And the worst part is I have to watch out for tax laws, because once I am there for a certain amount of time, I have to start paying US taxes. Yay, taxman. And the thing is, I have zero income in the United States, but I would still have to do it. Hi, welcome, welcome. So I'm like, how on earth does that work? I don't know how this whole process works. It'd be so much easier if he just came here. I know how we work because, well, I live here, so it's handy. I do know somebody who did marry an American, but he got a job down there. So he's there now, and he works for a development company. So I don't know if I should go in that direction and look more at, like, I don't know, being in the PR side rather than in the playing side. Being the influencer. Now, I do have amazing organizational skills. I just don't have the contacts. Somebody like that needs to know a lot of people. And I don't know a lot of people. I also don't have a lot of tact, which I'm thinking that's probably an important thing to have in, like, you know, a PR type job. Probably a very important part. Where's the end of this mountain? Oh my gosh, I have taken on another monster. Make it end. Make it end. All right, it ended. Not quite as bad as I thought it was. Not as good either. I actually thought I had done more of this than I did. I will stop doing this eventually because this is kind of boring. But yes, I need to figure out to do. We're working on branding stuff. I actually do get free keys for games. And so I'm looking at possibly my Friday streams, trying out some of these games that people are sending me. Like, that's pretty awesome to me. A year ago, I was like, I can't ask for anybody for a free game key. That's like, are you serious? TechPack's like, just sign up. And yeah, I got one just the other day. I haven't looked at it yet, but I will see. I have one that is a semi-platformer. I don't play platformers because I'm really bad. I will have an overabundance of dirt, which is important because I have a lot of holes to fill in. Over there, that land is very lumpy. I'm actually going to put a river right through here. I need to sleep first, and then I can show you. Let's have... How am I today? I am my usual semi-grumpy self. It happens after I play Warframe. Ooh, I saw that. Something died there. I am going to be building a river through here. I'm going to connect that body of water with... So down through here with that body of water there, which will connect to that body of water, which goes all the way around there, all the way back around there, all the way out past there, and then goes around... oh, not there, but further out there, it goes... Actually, I can show you on the map. Can I go down here? I can sort of go down here. Okay, that hurt. But I still went down there. Okay, so on here, I am going to be... This is not up to date. We are working up here. So I'm going to connect this little bit of water there to this one. Sorry, my throat just went, ugh. And then connect it to, like, cut through here to here. So then it'll run right around with all of this. I wasn't going to update this, but I think I am now. Because all of this green freckles, they're gone. I cleaned that out. I cleaned out here. I don't know if I cleaned out all of that yet. And then we've cleared off a ton of up here and filled in some stuff. I now have reeds that go all the way around this lake, like completely around it, and the little bubble here. That is our future moose. I am still looking for the right way to do it. I know how to make a moose, which is I can make little ones, but a big one is a little more difficult. Now, was I exploring down here? Like I marked it, and it seems weird to mark it and then not do anything with it. All right, do we have dark and scary areas? Probably, which is why it's... Or not? If I finish this, then there is no reason for this to be here. All right. Because then I'm going to fill this in. It's properly lit. I'm going to go back up and go the other way. Oh, there isn't another way. Was it over here? It was over here. All right, what scariness do you have in place for me here? The answer is none. All right, we're going to fill this in. Do I have an example of a good server on Minecraft? Well, as in that the general public can get in, or ones that are awesome to actually play on? Because I think the Hermitcraft server is actually one of the best servers out there. I think that Zoomovoid and... Oh my gosh! That just scared me so bad. I think Zoomovoid and Biffa do an awesome job. I have been watching them for a very long time, back when Generic B was running the server, and now they've taken it over. I haven't seen Hypnotized in a while. I do see him streaming, but he is not really streaming Minecraft so much anymore. But thank you for the follow. Those are two incredibly good. I like them because Zoomovoid has a good relationship with Dinnerbone, and they talk often. He also does a lot of snapshot stuff, so that is a good place. I play on the Baconator server, but it is not a lively server currently because most of us are out doing other things. I think we'll be more lively once the next update comes out. We kind of play that way, which is kind of sad. We do have people on there building, like Rox is on there building all the time. She builds a lot of animated redstone stuff. I am not a redstoner. I can do redstone, but I equate redstone to the dentist, so I'm not a fan of doing it. I find it to be very painful. I'm not close enough. Bananas.